Ladies and gentlemen, hi, this is John Eberhardt, and we're here at the beautiful Mustangs Sports Complex. And we're going to enjoy 80 minutes of exciting soccer between the JFK Mustangs and the Metuchen Bulldogs. The referee currently is going over some of the ground rules and the way his little idiosyncrasies of the way he's going to call the game. And the teams will get ready to start. This is an absolute gorgeous day, perfect day for a game of soccer. Not too warm, not too hot. The sun actually decided to peek through, so it's a gorgeous day. All right, coin toss. Let's see who won. Kennedy will be in your dark green, and Metuchen will be in the pink. I'm going to go through the Kennedy roster if I can. If I have enough time, we'll do Metuchen. But number one is Christina Kozar. We have Nicole Mazar. She's JV. Jody Asua. Charlene Matos. Abigail Karras. Brianna Lopez. Judy McDermott. Hines. Persea Patel. Michelle Solana. L'Oreal Lorenzen. Diva Kamar. Paula Antunes. Kiraz Latif, Vida Lopez Munez, Natalia Polito, Abigail Vendrell, Danvi Shah, Caitlin Figueroa, Gorao Deshpand, Ashley Clote Kuyana, Elisa Lakazewski, Heather McKenzie, Mandali Patel, Praya Pinchera, and Patri Barama. If I butchered your name, I apologize. The name of Eberhardt, trust me, gets butchered enough. And it looks like Kennedy will be going from your left to your right, and Metuchen will be going from your right to your left. The referees are getting in position to start. And it appears that Metuchen Bulldogs will start it off for us. And we're just about ready to get underway, folks. Well, stands are starting to fill up to cheer on the Lady Mustangs. Metuchen coming down the right wing. And a nice clear by the Mustangs, but recovered by the Bulldogs. Oh, nice pass to open space. Player found the open space, and it looks like we have a Kennedy throw-in. And just to have a perspective, the lines on the field, the white line is football, the yellow line would be soccer. So if you see the ball go across the white line, it's still in play. And just a bit about a soccer field, which is actually called a pitch. I don't want to confuse too much, but the two lines where the goalposts are called end lines. The lines across the field are called touch lines. And we'll go through that further as the game goes along. And so far, the Metuchen Bulldogs have been dominating the play and possession. And takeaway by the Bulldogs. Field is nice and wide open. And here come the Bulldogs down the right wing. And beautiful save by the goalie. Their goalie came out to change the angle of attack. That's a gutsy move. You miss that, you consider it a goal. And Bulldogs opening it up again. And Metuchen coming down the left wing, and there'll be a Metuchen throw-in. Throw-in is probably the least significant part of the game. Even if you throw-in's a little bit off, the referee won't call it. It's just the whole idea of the throw-in is to get the ball back into play. And here come the Mustangs. And back pass. And got a four-man defense for the Mustangs. And Metuchen is keeping the pressure on. A nice pass down the right wing, back to the striker. So far, only one shot on goal, which is surprising. A nice cross pass. Unfortunately, the player was up a little bit, but Metuchen was able to recover. And coming down the right wing. And beautiful save across the end line. And Mustang clear. Metuchen's still playing with a nice open field, which is nice to see. So each player has their own piece of real estate. So if you're in need of a pass, that person has open real estate, you take a look at. Again, they need to know before the ball comes to them where they're going to go with it. You can't make that decision that quickly when the ball comes to you. And it'll be a Mustang throw-in. And towards the middle of the field. And Mustangs clear. And Metuchen coming in again. And Kennedy clear. The coaches for the two teams are Kennedy Mustangs or Coach Rella. And for the Metuchen Bulldogs, it's Tom Hurd. Referees, I didn't get a chance to get their names, which is probably good. Referees don't like to have their names broadcast. One of the first things they told us in referee school was, remember, the first call you make, you're going to tick off half the people. Metuchen keeping the field open. Kennedy sticking with the four-man defense. That's also nice that you can. I don't know if you can hear it, folks, but the players are talking to each other. There's no one near you. I'm open. They're letting them know, and that's one of the things. A lot of the players are always holler is, "I'm open. I'm open," and that might not be the opportune play for the player. But the communication on the field is so important. Let the other player know where you are, where you plan on being. And a beautiful pass back, and that continues to open the field up. And everything seems to be going down the right wing. It'll be a Kennedy throw in. A nice pass through. And you can tell Metuchen knows what they're going to do with the ball. A nice pass through, nice cross. And it will be, looks like it'll be a corner kick. I think that went off a Kennedy player, and it is a corner kick. The difference between a corner kick and a goal kick is corner kick is fairly dangerous. Goal kick helps clear the ball from your net. Corner kick, there's about 4 or 5 different strategies you can use. Across the net, you can hit high for a header. And look like the Bulldogs just put it in play. And ball crossed. And it looks like it will roll out for a Mustang throw-in. Goal kick is when an offensive player goes across the end line. And corner kick is when a defensive player touches the ball before it goes across the end line. Those are the only 2 differences. It's been a few years since I refereed, but I still remember some of the nuances. One of my rules to the players was beautiful shot on goal, beautiful save. Another shot on goal, and we're going to have a goal kick. One of the things I was strict on is having your shirts tucked in, and there was a reason for that because players sometimes that slow the other player down if you're nowhere near the referee. You get a little tug on the shirt. So if I have your shirts tucked in and I see that shirt pop out, then... But again, each referee has their little nuances. And down the right wing, and it's a score. So 10 minutes into the game, Metuchen Bulldogs 1 and Kennedy 0. And we'll set up in the middle of the field. Oh, beautiful save. That looked like it was going out. Well, we'll have a Kennedy throw-in. And here comes Metuchen. They were coming down the left wing. And we'll have a Kennedy throw-in. Now a chance to turn the tides a little. The ball in the opposite direction. And Metuchen will take the throw-in. And Juliana Woods will take a well-deserved break for Metuchen. And again, down the right wing. And goalie comes out. Retrieve the ball. Looking for a player to pass to. And Metuchen player thought she was taking too much time, so she's coming in to challenge it. Another pass down the right wing. And it looks like it'll be a goal kick. Again, once the defense touches the ball, then it's a corner kick. If offense touched it last, it's a goal kick. A couple more items, and we'll have a whole bunch of certified referees out there. And we'll have a Metuchen throw in. Yeah, stands were quiet. Now they've filled up nicely. It's nice to see the moms and dads and uncles, grandparents come out and enjoy a beautiful day and a beautiful field and see some really great soccer. You can't beat this. Pay $40, $50, $60 a seat to go see a game, and you have it right here in your own town. Any of the three high schools, you've got all the sports you can ask for. And challenged by Mustangs. And coming down the left wing. Let's see how long to stay in the left wing. And over to the right side. And it will be a Metuchen throw-in. Again, all three high schools have these gorgeous fields that the day before it can be pouring rain, and the next day you can play. They're made for soccer, they're made for football, they're made for track, multi-purpose fields. So done with a partnership between the township and the Board of Education. Okay, it's almost the Henry are coming down the left wing. And back out. Kennedy trying to clear, and they do. Pass forward. It's a beautiful block. And coming down the right side. Right wing is a very, very busy player for Metuchen. Okay, now we're coming down the left side. Pass across to the middle, to the striker, back to the left. And see if we have a cross. And we don't. So we'll have a goal kick. Sun peeking out again. Again, this is the perfect weather for a soccer match. And again, that's one of the differences. This is not a game, this is a match. And as I said, it's not a field, it's a pitch. Metuchen throw in. And tap towards the middle and cleared. And Metuchen opened the field wide open. Yeah, it looks like we have 5 defenders now for Kennedy. And I'm sure the idea is to get it out of their zone. The Metuchen goalkeeper can fall asleep down there. Mustangs need to put together some sort of attack. But right now they're holding their own, defending against the numerous attacks on their goal. Okay, looks like it'll be a Mustang throw-in. And just that quick, Metuchen picks it up. Cleared by Kennedy, and back to the Metuchen Bulldogs. A nice pass through. Right to the striker. And that was close for an offsides, not quite an offsides. Beautiful. The goalie came out. Again, that's you can't say enough about a goalie. I mean, here's somebody coming down on you, running down you with the ball. Their feet going a mile a minute, and she runs out there to try to stop it. A lot of guts to be a goalkeeper. Metuchen is wise. They keep the field wide open, and it sets up their right, left wing, and their strikers. But again, primarily their right wing in this first half. Quartz for the Metuchen Bulldogs is taking a rest. We're about halfway through the first half. The score, again, Metuchen Bulldogs 1, Kennedy Mustangs 0. And we go back to the right wing. And Mustang throw-in. I'm sorry, stand corrected, Bulldog throw-in. And now it'll be a Mustang throw-in. Outside shot on goal. Those sometimes work because you catch the goalkeeper off guard, but you can see Kennedy's goalkeeper was ready. She's been on her toes the whole game so far. And again, Metuchen down the right wing. And striker comes over. And ball popped toward the center. And again, the goalie comes running out there and picks the ball up. And we'll have a Mustang throw-in. And across to the right side. And back again. Across to the left side. And it'll be a Mustang throwing. Oh, I'm sorry. Mustang throwing. And I know some of you at home are thinking handball. That's what they call it, unintentional handball. It wasn't purposely used to deflect the direction of the ball. And Kennedy with their first attack. And turned away by Metuchen. Now we're coming down the left wing. The left wing is wide open. We got a race down to the field, and it looks like we'll have a corner kick. And a corner kick from Metuchen Bulldogs. Again, there's several strategies. You can go across the mouth of the goal. You can go low. You can go high. Depending on if you're left-footed or right-footed, you can actually curve the ball towards the net. So the advantage on a corner kick is definitely the offense. And let's see what Metuchen uses here. And across the mouth of the goal. Beautiful save by the goalkeeper. Now you can imagine that there's probably about 4 or 5 pink shirts that are ready to dive up for that ball. She just went out there and grabbed it. And Kennedy trying to turn the ball. And another attack mounted by Kennedy. And here comes Metuchen. And across to the striker. And a Kennedy clear. Nice work to keep the ball in. And now we're coming down the left wing. Well, a nice steal by Kennedy. And unfortunately, the referee was right there, so we're going to have a Metuchen throw-in. And Metuchen will do it all over again. You'll notice the position of the referees, that's standard. The one referee, this is now his field. This portion of the field, the other referee is just about midfield, not quite midfield. And at the 50-yard line, it'll change over to him. And we have a corner kick. Let's see how Metuchen plays it this time. And this time they kept it on the ground. And across the mouth of the goal, in the air. A lot of traffic there in the field. And we have a goal kick. I believe that hit the football goal post. And a Metuchen throw-in. We got about 15 minutes left in this half. Nice now. That could have been called obstruction, but as long as you're playing the ball, you're entitled to that, to be between the ball and the other player. And some of the calls may look from the stands as if they're incorrect, but they weren't. And a lot of times you'll see a bad call, or what? Not a bad call. I take that back. When you see something happen on the field, someone falls, and yeah, it's a direct kick. I think he called dangerous play on that. And you'll see the referee put both his hands out and holler "play on," which means basically the referee's saying, "I saw that, and that's not a foul." Mustang throwing. Oh no, I'm sorry. Bulldog throwing. And quite a substitution for Metuchen. Player with the throw-ins looking up directly into the sun. And we may get that sometimes with the camera when nice shot down the field. Well, nobody there. And now Kennedy coming down the right wing. It's a nice threat on goal. And I don't know why Metuchen's staying with the ball down there outside of opening the field. And Mustang throwing. No call on that. Maintain possession. Kennedy's starting to mount an attack here now. And coming down the right wing, staying with it. Looking for the cross. Back pass. And that was no hiding that one. That was a push. So we'll have a direct kick. The difference between a direct kick and an indirect kick is on a direct kick, it does not have to touch one of your players. An indirect kick, it has to touch one of your players before it goes into goal. So, and that's why you'll see the 3 players standing there. The referee's going to ask for 10 yards. They're a little bit close, I think. The referee's marking off 10 yards. And there we go. The players will move back to the 10-yard line. And across, and it'll be a goal kick. Good idea. I was kind of hoping a striker to left wing came up to approach it, but it was a good idea to go across the mouth of the goal. He might have a touching goal kick. Nice challenge there by the Kennedy Mustangs. And they're certainly holding their own on defense. These girls need to be proud of themselves. And it'll be a Kennedy throw-in. And again, coming down the right wing. Kennedy staying with it. All clear. That was interesting. Okay, and the Bulldogs coming down the right side of the field. And it'll be a Kennedy throw-in. Well, coming down the left wing and cleared by the Bulldogs. Oh, nice recovery by Mustangs. We're down the left wing this time. And pass to the striker. Striker turns, shoots, and is wide. We'll have a goal kick. Good work on the defense. They were almost all the way down the field, and the right defense came over to force that pass to center, which was an offshoot on goal. nice Kennedy clear. Nice steal by Kennedy. And Kennedy forcing the ball back further, which is a nice sign for their defense. And we'll have a Kennedy throw in. And we'll do it again. Almost the same spot. I'm sorry, this time a touch and throw in. And a little break for Sarah Hamming and sorry, I don't have the number for 25 here. It'll be a Metuchen throw-in. And down the left wing. And it'll be a goal kick. I don't think the Metuchen coach heard me when I said about the consistently going down the right wing, do you? You've got to give an awful lot of credit to the Kennedy goalkeeper and the Kennedy defense. They've been on their heels for most of this half. And we'll have a Mustang throw-in. And nice stop by Kennedy, trying to turn the ball. And I'm not sure. That's a direct kick. I'm not sure what the call was. Definitely wasn't handball, because a handball would be an indirect kick. But well, nice shot down the left wing. And outside of the forward line, players in soccer are very similar to football. The front line is you have right and left wing, and you have a striker in the center. The midfield is halfbacks, you would think that, and the defense is fullbacks. Shot on goal, and a goal kick for Metuchen. I'm surprised they didn't let the goalkeeper take that. Goalkeeper's been doing not too much down there. And these four-person defense is certainly helping them out this game. And it'll be a Metuchen throw-in. And as if the goalkeeper didn't have enough work. Beautiful kick. Almost halfway down the field. And we got a push call, so it'll be Kennedy with the direct kick. Beautiful down the right wing. And it's 2v1. And woke up the Metuchen goalkeeper. This time down the left wing, I swear that the coach heard me. And it should be a Kennedy throwing because I think it went off the Metuchen foot, but the referee was right there, so he's got the call. Okay, you need to clear this. I can't hang on to the ball too long. And again, unlike football, there is no 2-minute warning, but that's where we're at. We're at just about 2 minutes left in the first half. Game has been all the pressure by Metuchen Bulldogs and all the defense by the Kennedy Mustangs. And if their defense can maintain this posture, there's a good chance Kennedy can make this thing happen. Oh, good. Back to the right wing. To the center, to the striker. And just wide of the goal. So we'll have a goal kick. Well, it's nice to hear the fans and their positive attitude. There's no booing or everything is positive. And that's the way it should be. These young athletes are out there playing their hearts out. A beautiful save by the goalie. And again, that's why the goalie he's got so much guts. And Metuchen throw in. That one hurt. Okay. Okay, referee's gonna halt. We got about 5 seconds to go, folks. But we'll take a real short break here. Folks, we're ready to start, and our player is just fine. Need a little recovery time, and we're good. And it'll be Mustang ball. And folks, that's the end of the first half. Again, with the Metuchen Bulldogs 1, John F. Kennedy Mustangs 0. And we'll be back with the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the exciting game of soccer with the Lady Mustangs and the Lady Bulldogs. Score right now is Metuchen 1, JFK 0. Now there'll be a reverse on the playing field. The Mustangs will be going from your right to your left, and Metuchen will be going from your left to your right. And unfortunately, the sun will be in the Kennedy goalie's eyes. And there was a direct kick by Kennedy. boom, just saved it across the touchline. A shot on goal, and it'll be a goal kick. So we're back to square one again with Kennedy on their heels on defense. Again, the defense has played a fantastic game. And we'll have him a touch and throw in. And let me have a Mustang throw in. Nice throw in. That was a quarter of the way down the field. Oh, nice steal by Metuchen. And here come the Mustangs down. They're coming down the right side of the field. And we'll have a Kennedy throw. Now that's a smart play on Metuchen to kick the ball out and have their defense set up. Doesn't get a possession ball, but buys them time to get the defense down there. Yeah, nice steal by the Mustangs. A nice give and go there by the Bulldogs. A nice pass forward and then move to your own space of real estate. And it'll be Metuchen throwing. That sun has got to be absolutely brutal in the Kennedy goalkeeper's eyes. And we got two on the offense. Okay, we got a little third coming up. And you can tell Kennedy is definitely playing a defensive game. Well, no call on that, and there should be. And Mustang throwing. Nice possession time for the Kennedy Mustangs. Okay, not sure what that whistle was. Right, I don't know. Okay, that was good. It definitely was an illegal throw-in, which is almost never called. And a touch and throw-in. Down to the left wing. And a nice turnaround by Kennedy. Oh, gee. You have to give credit to the goalkeeper. I mean, that's amazing. There's somebody kicking at the ball and you dive with your whole body on it. Beautiful kick. That was more than halfway down the field. Let's help up the set up the offense. And Mustang throwing. And again, Metuchen opening up the field. And nice defense by Metuchen, by Kennedy, I'm sorry. go down the right wing. And turn around by Kennedy. Challenged by Metuchen. And won by Kennedy. Nice pass forward. Beautiful pass. And looking for some empty real estate. And here the striker comes down over to the right wing. Right wing takes a shot on goal. And our goalkeeper does it again. And Paula Antons, we do have to, or Diva Kumar, either one, we have to thank for one heck of a game on defense. And nice Kennedy clear with a Metuchen throw-in. Again, the Kennedy defense has just been outstanding. There's been so many attacks on goal, and they thwarted everyone, the exception of one. Here comes the right wing, and going to be across. And cleared by Kennedy down the field, and it'll be a Metuchen throw-in, but again, it gives your defense a chance to set up. And shot on goal. Oh, just out of the reach. So that goal with 8 minutes into the second half. And we'll head back to midfield and start again. That was just out of the reach of the goalie, just barely. And I'm sure that the sun was a factor. And down the right wing again. And tap that, and it'll be Mustang throw-in. Coming down the right side. And almost across the mouth of the goal, but Kennedy stop, and we got a push. Yeah, Kennedy direct kick. Gain a couple yards if you can. Referee didn't stop you, so go ahead. Nice kick. Yeah, nice give and go. And it's trying to look for the cross. And there it is. And it is, I think it went across the end line, so it's probably going to have we're going to have a corner kick. Right across the mouth of the goal. It's awful busy in the goal there. Again, you can hear the conversation on the field, which is good to hear, that the players are communicating to each other. and across the mouth of the goal. Good defense there, and shot on goal, and our goalkeeper got it. And the Mustangs clearing it. Again, it's just amazing the stamina of the Kennedy defense. And they're forcing the ball down on the left wing. And switch it up and go to the right wing. Back to the left, to the striker, and the race is on. And the goalie came out and got the ball. And a touch and throw in. Oh, nice pass. It's nice to hear one of the fans just say you got the whole field open, which is exactly the way Metuchen's been playing it, with an open field. And it's one-on-one towards the goalie. Goalie coming out of the net. And Metuchen still has it, a little bit in the shade. And dangerous, and another goal for Metuchen. That one, 13 minutes. There's plenty of time left in the game. There's 27 minutes left. There's plenty of time for the Mustangs to come back in this game. They are not out of this yet. Yeah, here comes the right wing again. Staying on the right. And Kennedy keeps the ball in. Nice pass through. Looking forward. Beautiful give and go there by the Metuchen. It'll be a Kennedy throw-in. A little pushing going on there, but no call by the referee. And here comes Kennedy down the right wing. This is a nice attack on goal, shot on goal, and saved by the goalkeeper. Got everybody out of their seats there for a second. On the right wing. Cross. Clear. And Metuchen throwing. And fresh legs for Metuchen. And ball going out across the end line, and Kennedy picks it up. It'll be Metuchen throwing. A little hard to see there in the shadows. This field is situated fairly east-west, which is, and we'll have a goal kick. That could have been a two-pointer in football, or an extra point. And goal kick by Kennedy. Beautiful, another beautiful, beautiful kick. And popped right back by Metuchen. And Kennedy takes the ball out to the side for a throw-in and let the defense come back and set up. All right, now the Mustangs have one halfback and one forward. And we have a corner kick. Corner kick is low and cleared. And this time it looks like it went across the touchline, so we'll have a throw-in. Touchline versus the end line. Right, throw-in. And nice clear by Kennedy. And again. And again. If you hear an inadvertent whistle, that's, I believe, football practice is just down the other field. So you may hear a distant whistle. And it's time down to left wing. And the Mustangs clear it. And we'll have a Mustang throw-in. I'm sorry, Metuchen throw-in. Thought it went off of Metuchen foot. I'm up here. Okay, another Metuchen throw-in. And this time it's a Kennedy throw-in. This is a perfect way to spend an afternoon, folks, is to come out and watch your local high school playing a sport. The admission cost, the price is great. It's free. You get to watch some great athletes and enjoy the game. Again, this is brought to you by Woodbridge Television. I just can't say enough about the Woodbridge Television. If Woodbridge Township has it going on, they got it covered. Whether it's a parade, which, speaking of, November 14th will be the Veterans Parade. We'd like to see a really nice turnout, and we got a trip on that, so it'll be a direct kick. And she's going to ask for 10 yards. Please don't forget the Veterans Day Parade on November 14th. There's council meetings, Board of Education meetings. There's summer concerts. There's great talk shows. Whatever's happening in Woodbridge Township, they're there. Or if it's the mayor visiting a school, whatever. Woodbridge Television is there. So you just sit back, relax on your couch, turn on TV 35 and enjoy what's going on in your community. They truly are 24/7. And we got a Kennedy throw-in. Yeah, Kennedy will do it again. It's marching down the field. They'll get there one way or the other. Ball pop forward. And coming down the touchline. Shot across the mouth of the goal. I guess it stayed in because we'll have the goalkeeper kick it. or throw it, whatever the goalkeeper wants. We're just about halfway through the second half, folks. Full 20 minutes to play, full 20 minutes for Kennedy to mount a nice attack. And coming down the right wing. Nobody there to pass to, however. Goalie comes out to cut the angle of attack. Still coming down the right wing. And Metuchen gains possession. Another exciting moment for the Mustang fans. Beautiful kick to midfield. And across to the right wing. You got 2v2, and the goalkeeper comes out and gets it. Beautiful kick. Plenty of hang time, halfway down the field. You can't ask for more. And Metuchen works their way through it, and Kennedy clears. Metuchen off to the left wing this time. Staying on the left side for now. And the Mustangs down the field. It'll be a referee's stop and play for subs. And it'll be a Mustang. I'm sorry, it'll be a Metuchen throw-in. And over to the center, to the striker. Striker go over to the right wing. Back to the striker. And down to the middle of the field. And be a goal kick. Another nice kick. And here come the Mustangs. And it will be a Mustang throw-in. And Mustangs are hanging in there. A nice header trying to get the ball out. Across to the left side of the field. And a nice challenge by Mustangs. And there's Metuchen coming down the left side and just tapped clear by Mustangs. And here comes the goalie again. This takes guts to come out there when you got a player barreling down on it. Kudos to you, goalie. I have two number 12s on my sheet here, so it's Divya Kumar or Paula Antunes. Either one is in goalie. Congratulations. Heck of a game. And being a goalie with the sun glaring down on you, that's got to be tough. Another nice kick. Metuchen picks up the ball towards the middle. Down towards the middle, and our goalie will get it. That was probably one of the easier saves she had. And be a Metuchen throw-in. Metuchen getting some fresh legs out there. And again, you have to give the Kennedy girls the best with their stamina. Strong defense. Pass to the right wing, and defense comes hustling down to cover, and they'll have a goal kick. That's what I mean about the hard work of the defense. They were just flying down the field to come and protect their goalie. That's their two jobs, is make sure the ball doesn't go into the net and to protect the goalie. Yeah, this time of kick was a line drive. And got the job done. Kennedy keeps it in. And Metuchen comes down the right wing. Cross, beautiful stop by Mustangs. And don't play with it there. Get it out of there. All right, here comes the Mustangs down the right wing. Pass forward. Nobody there, unfortunately. And it'll be a Metuchen throw-in. Kennedy throw in, coming down the right side of the field. Again, as the sun gets lower in the sky, it's just got to be absolutely horrendous for the Mustangs goalie. Anything other than rolling on the ground, the ball's got to be right in the sun. Oh, and here there's a golden opportunity for the Mustangs. Yeah, good way to put some pressure on. And here comes Metuchen down the left side. And across the field. And tap back to the right wing and cross the mouth of the goal, and it will be a throw-in. I just want to say special thanks to our seniors, Charlotte Matos, Hinza, Prayas Patel, Michelle Solano, Abigail Vendrell, and Ashley Coley Kwanja, Heather McKenzie, and Priya Panchiera. Again, if I butcher your name, I apologize, but congratulations, seniors. Kennedy marching down the field. And down the right wing. And Metuchen taking an opportunity for that missed kick. And we have a goal kick. We have about 10 minutes left in the game, folks. The score of the Metuchen Bulldogs 3 and Kennedy 0, soon to be different. And Kennedy pushing it down the left wing. And stolen by Metuchen. Nice Kennedy challenge and a good takeaway. And we're coming down the left wing again. And a steal by Metuchen. And there was a little miscommunication there. As 15 was going to pass to 16, but 16 just kept going. Back towards the middle, across to the center. And a chance for Kennedy to clear. And right back to Metuchen. And it'll be a Kennedy throw-in. Nice throwing. Nice back foot. And Kennedy throwing. And ball popped down in the middle of the field and right into a whole bunch of pink jerseys. And it should be a Kennedy throw-in. That definitely was a Kennedy throw-in, but again, it's an insignificant part of the game. Just get the ball back into play. Again, our referee's been calling a good game. Okay, here comes Metuchen down the right wing. And tapped out by Kennedy Mustangs. And again, that helps the defense set up. The defense, I'm sure, is walking into position instead of running. Hang in there, young ladies. You got 8 more minutes. And good idea. Instead of letting it go across the end line, she tapped the ball so it's across the touch line, so it's a throw-in instead of a corner kick. And it'll be a Metuchen throw-in. Nice turn by Metuchen. Coming down the center. Ball passed out. Picked up left wing. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that was out. Oh, no, it wasn't. Or the referee was out of position. Yep. It'll be a Kennedy throw-in. Folks, again, I want to thank Woodbridge Television for bringing this to you. Whether it's soccer, football, baseball, volleyball, you name the sport. Again, if it's an important meeting, so you can stay informed about what's going on in Woodbridge Township, and various events in the community, concerts, parades, store openings, whatever you need to know about what's going on in Woodbridge. Woodbridge Television it's there. Just turn your TV to 35. Like I say, sit back and relax. Enjoy it. And Metuchen coming down the left side. And Mustangs coming down the right side. And Mustangs will maintain a throw-in. And I could see our Kennedy goalie with her hand up over her eyes. I don't know if that's going to help. I mean, she'd almost have to block everything out because that sun is low in the sky now. Yeah, beautiful afternoon. And the goalie actually gets a save. And throws it down the field. And intercepted by the Mustangs. I'm not sure that was a... Okay, coming down the right wing. And across the mouth of the goal. And another save by the goalie. Now the Mustangs are putting some pressure on it. Another rollout by the And down the left wing is Metuchen, and then down the right wing, and the striker staying back. And we will have a goal kick. We got 5 minutes left in the game, so defense hang in there. Great job. I just can't say enough about how much you girls worked for 80 minutes. Good soccer, a lot of stamina, good positioning. And Mustangs coming down the far right side of the field. Beautiful pass forward. And Metuchen wins that race, and it'll be a Kennedy throw-in. And it'll be a Mustang throw-in. And coming down the right side, staying on the right side, would be a Mustang throw-in. The clock is on the Metuchen side. It's not a friend to the Kennedy Mustang, except maybe the defense, because I'm sure that they're going to be exhausted after today. And Metuchen coming down the right side, push forward, and it could be a goal kick. And goalie going to the far side. A good idea, into the shade and where the sun is not beating down in her eyes. Smart move. Beautiful kick again. And here comes Kennedy down the right wing. Pressure by Metuchen, and it'll be a Kennedy throw-in. And although this game is called football everywhere else besides the United States, here it's called soccer. We're at what football would call the 2-minute warning. A little tie up there on the far side of the field. And it'll be a Metuchen throw-in. And folks, thank you very much. Enjoyed being here. Enjoyed the game. Again, I can't say enough how lucky we are in Woodbridge Township between Kennedy High School, Woodbridge High School, and Colonia. The sports are there. The concerts. There's all sorts of things out there on the TV. So tune in and see what's going on in Woodbridge. And ball slowly making its way down the field. And it'll be a Kennedy throw-in. And Kennedy will do it again. And defense is still staying back. So I'm sure they're confident in their offense. It's great to see not only me, but everybody at the field here has got their hand shielding their eyes as they look down towards the into the sun. And ball in front of the goal. And it went across the end line. So this will be Kennedy's first corner kick, and they do a short kick in and set up a cross, and the goalie stopped the ball. And that should be the game, folks. Again, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the game, and we'll see you around. Final score, Metuchen Bulldogs 3, John F. Kennedy Mustangs 0.